Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Call this meeting of the Town of Advance Park Board to order. Did the Pledge of Allegiance. I need a motion to approve the minutes for the September meeting, which you have in front of you.
I will make a motion to approve the meeting minutes from last month.
I will second. All in favor? Aye. Old business. You ready? Okay. Under old business, the water heater, Sammy, you talked to Sammy Monday, right?
Yes. He's gonna have one of his guys come out and look at it. He thinks maybe the issue, since it seems like it's, should be working and isn't, that something's happened because maybe a buildup or something, because those are actually supposed to be ran in conjunction with a water softener, and obviously there's no water softener out there. So, he's gonna have one of his guys, one of his plumbers, go out and take a look at it. He asked me about getting keys, and I said, you can contact me, or, there's a set at the town hall. So, he had to go to Chicago at the beginning of the week, and then he said he would have someone go out and take a look at it, so.
Sounds good.
The ARC updates, September 13th was a success with no incidents from the campers. There were 6 campers that paid.
Yep.
Movie in the Park, September 19th was Lilo and Stitch, the 2025 live version. There was a small turnout, but successful night, and the weather cooperated until the end credits, in which the raindrops came. A big thanks to our volunteers, Jason and Keaton. The rule sign was repaired by eye.
Looks very nice.
It'll stay up there until some kid kicks it out again. The day of service with festival was a success. 5 tons of pea gravel was distributed around the concession stand, shelter house, girls' schools, and permanent benches. And Sherry's been out there and said she likes it, and Jim as well. So kudos to Scott and all the people that were involved with that.
I think and it was the guys from Festival that suggested, doing under the grills and stuff like that, because the 5 tons at first, it doesn't look like a whole lot, but it really was quite a bit.
Yeah.
And that was a brilliant thing, because that will just make it so much easier. There's less things to have to weed, which is a pain, so. I just think it's gonna.
And you won't have the mud around the concrete.
And I would so much rather eventually have pea gravel in the playground area.
Yeah.
That was what I wanted last year. I got vetoed. So, maybe going forward, we'll come up with a way to get the pea gravel to replace all that. Not replace, but go over the top. I mean, the layer thing won't hurt, because I'll just keep those weeds and everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Under new business, Jeepers Creepers 2 occurs a week from Friday on October the 24th at 7 p.m. The flyers being shared online. I saw it on the Jeepers Creepers page. Carla is printing up color flyers to hang this week. We'll have trunk or treat, music, costume contest. The medals are in. They were at the town council meeting Monday night. Vehicle decoration contest trophy is in, it looks like a Jeep. Free hot dogs, accepting donations at the town hall for dogs and buns. Sherry's donating, hot dogs and probably buns. Treat bags, photo op area,
So we got some we got treat bags.
There were a lot of treat bags pre-made up,
Yeah,
and then there were tons of extra treat bags not made up.
and we have a big bag of candy, so.
that's because we ran out of candy.
Yes,
But actually, it wasn't out of candy, because
there was, I think the candy was in another tote,
Yeah.
because I found a whole other tote with
No.
candy and stuff
When we were doing it last year, we ran out of candy.
well, there
So there were a bunch of people sitting around the table stuffing bags.
well, she had put or someone had put candy.
Well, it's a deep subject.
But anyway, there was more candy, so if we could get together and one day just
in it.
happen and finish up the bags that we have and see if we need to secure some more candy. There's gonna be
How
plenty
many
of
actually
candy.
came in total?
Do you
We
remember?
had like 50, there was a lot of people at Jeepers Creepers last year. I could not believe how many people.
We had a
there.
lot,
I
but
bet we might even already have 50 bags made up, but I can run over there,
I'd rather have too many than not enough kids, like,
I can run over there on the way home.
we had to go down to 50 because we got 50 left. But yeah, if we can get those made up, that way we don't have to worry. We were trying to do that as we were getting
Yeah.
everything else ready, like that day, and that was just a pain. It needs to be. I mean, even if you want to take them home and sit and watch a movie and drop them, or
Yeah.
get your little
In my
assembly line,
AC.
get your little assembly line of kiddos going at it.
Yeah, I can all swing by and grab them on the way home and double check them all. Who is voting on the contests and the, vehicle decorating?
We asked the town council to
The
do
town
that.
council?
No,
Dale's not gonna be available. Jim is gonna be tied up. Sammy said he would, Amanda said he would, and Jim's gonna have Carrie do it in his place. So
Okay.
we'll have those three. So that way we don't have a tie.
if Carrie's foot is better.
Well, I mean, she don't have to really do a whole lot. So that's sit there, but. And what was else that was on there? Photo op area. Ideas on that. I mean, it doesn't have to be elaborate, but something set off to the side, fallish. If they want, we got some really cool masks and some fake weapons. So like, we could even jump into the photos if they want.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Are we thinking like a scary photo op area
It could be
or a
either.
fall one?
it could be either.
I say use the concession stand because you have a concession stand that has the nice mural on the end. And you stage them in front of that and has the town and stuff.
Yeah.
That works for this year because we just.
That's
can't
true.
do it. You don't need it.
Well, I'll probably go and get like my own pumpkins and mums for my yard, so I can just bring those over there for photos and
And
then
I-
take them back.
And I've got 2 bales of hay.
That was gonna be the next thing I was gonna say,
I
okay.
can bring a bale of hay. That way people can sit and stand behind it, you know, in levels. And it'll kind of get it polished.
Sounds good.
James Hill, chapter of the Daughters of the American Revolution banner program is underway. Applications are available at town hall and will be available online as well. The cost this year is $125 and the deadline is 12/31/2025.
They had a printing increase, so that's why it increased. Oh, it's in the documents. A slight change in that's the design for this coming here, and a third gold star.
Okay.
So a little bit different than what it was, the coloring is
Yeah,
different, to keep them kind of fresh and
and is that being advertised at the town hall as well.
They are going to bring, Sue from the Daughters is gonna bring, they're having, posters done up.
Mhm.
And she's gonna bring one and put one in the town hall, one in Jawbone, one in the post office, one at the fire department, and probably one at the barber shop.
Good deal.
We can also, spread it, I'll post the initial, and you guys feel free to grab them and
Yep.
just spread it across social media. Last year, people, we were hitting them over the head with it for months and months and months.
Mhm.
And it just seemed like we had like a dozen people saying they wanted to get them, and then we ended up with 4.
Yeah.
Even Michael was like, I need 2.
Mhm.
And that was after the deadline, and she extended it for him. I gave all the information to him, and he's
Yeah.
like, so,
You're online.
so hopefully they'll get enough time this year to get everything done. I know sometimes it's just hard for people to get the pictures,
Yeah, I can
which
do
you
that.
could,
Yep.
even we have a little bit. That's why this is kind of, John was looking, because it was off a photo off online.
Okay.
And then this is the little kazoo one. We need a date for the 250th city celebration. It's the United States' 250th anniversary next year, and we want to have this on a weekend that is not a major holiday weekend or up against any major events or festivals. And then we would conceivably like to parlay this date into something annually. And Jim says he wants it big.
He wants to really go out.
He wants elephants and clowns and circus tents.
About that.
So when we first moved to town, there was a parade. Like I woke up to a parade starting in my backyard. And I cannot remember what it was for.
It
What
was
holiday?
Labor Day weekend.
Was it Labor Day weekend?
Yeah.
Okay.
But he wants to avoid
Any other major holiday?
other holidays, or we don't want to compete with like Turning Leaf, because then we'd be competing with Turning Leaf, James Dean, and Atlanta Earth Days, all at the same
So
time.
we really need to go through our calendar and just say, narrow it down, which ones we can't.
Well, we need to look at, we need to look early and do
Yeah.
it in the spring versus summer or fall, because
I'm thinking
everything's
May.
already taken.
Yeah.
And, May is, Memorial Day,
And
is
Mother's Day.
Mother's Day, but,
Those
that's a
numbers.
Sunday versus,
Yeah.
something happening on a Saturday.
Mhm.
We're never gonna find it, and he said the same thing, you're never gonna find where there's nothing going on, but we're not gonna worry about the churches having a bazaar
Yeah.
as we are an established like Turning Leaf, just like a 3-day festival.
Get sponsors and donations and, do this thing right.
He wants fireworks, and, I added a thing about parlaying, because if that's a weekend that's free and works,
Yeah.
that would make sense to continue it the next year and have it maybe become our little festival
Mhm.
and get something going. So I told him we'd come up with a date, because he keeps asking me. And so we're gonna discuss it at our meeting. I wish they had the festival guides already out.
That was gonna be my next thing, is the Indiana Festival Guide out yet?
I don't think so, but they made some of them.
Yes, you can basically go off the one this year, because pretty much most of them happen at the
They'll
same
be
time.
like the first weekend of August, every
Yeah.
year, no matter what the calendar is.
So Mother's Day is like the second weekend in May. Memorial Day is the 4th, so you either have to do it at the very beginning of May or the middle.
We don't want to compete with Cinco de Mayo. Memorial weekend's definitely out. That's the 3rd weekend.
So there's like the 16th, 17th? All right, possibly May 16th, and then we can get a hold of a festival guy and tentatively,
Yeah, Mother's Day is the 10th, so in May, really the three ones would be the 2nd and 10th, or 2nd and 16th, I mean. June is packed.
If you do it in April, we gotta compete with Easter.
Well, and weather.
The only thing I'm seeing in May in the IndianaFestival.org is on the 8th, there's a chocolate festival, chocolate walk
Where
in Fortville. Not close enough.
Not close enough to be a problem.
Yeah. So you could do like May 16th. And then we can contact IndianaFestivals.org and have them put our festival in the catalog.
I wonder if we just Google events in Indiana on May 16th, 2026. Okay, on May 16th, India will host the Southern Indiana 6K for water in Bloomington. That's not going to be anything. Race for Roofs in Indianapolis. That's not Nikon Auctions in Minneapolis. No. Race for Warrior in Fort Wayne. No.
We have a tentative date, let's run with it and give it to Jim and get things rolling, because we're gonna have to work hard to get donations and to make it big, you're gonna have to have a lot of participation and hit up like with them and all these big businesses and stuff like that to support the Boone County. And Scott's got a contact within Boone County,
The EDC lady.
the EDC lady, to help with getting some other businesses to help support us in St. Louis. November movie at the firehouse, what are we thinking? All 6 people that'll be here, I mean, and us.
I would probably, I don't really Thanksgiving movies, are there? I think there are some, aren't there? Some turkey themed movies.
We can't do the 15th or the 29th.
Hold on, we're still in May 2026, I have to
We
back.
could do,
You can't do the 15th.
we don't want to do
or
the first,
20th.
that's the day after Halloween.
Yeah, definitely do not.
So the 8th.
I cannot do the 22nd.
We'd prefer not to because our birthday is on the 21st.
Yeah. Does that leave us the 15th? No, 15th was when you said no. 8th?
8th is the only one. So tentatively, November 8th.
And then we have to remove the Christmas tree from the park that is totally dead. And we gotta get a tree donated early and preferably potted so that it can be taken care of.
The problem last year is just getting it into the ground and kind of the light tree.
Yeah.
Keeping it alive until you can get it into the ground. I love the thought process of the live tree, but it did not work out well for us this past year. But it was also a first year. I mean, it worked out well as far as having it and doing the tree lighting and everything. It wasn't huge.
Until the windstorm blew all the lights off.
Yeah, we did have a situation with it blowing over and,
Do we have any evergreen trees in the park? Like, why are we getting a ball of live tree? Can't we just light up live trees everywhere?
we don't have any.
We don't have any.
And plus, if we kind of wanted something to get, like, where people would see it, we were kind of taking care of the town Christmas tree. That's, that's what I kind of.
The only place where there's pines in the park is on the very back of the track. It's north, it's on the north boundary line of the properties where the trees are, where the track goes around. And it kind of meanders in there. There's some big tall ones in there, but that's not anywhere close to be seen by a crowd.
Yeah. So the thing with the live ones that are like in the root balls, they're good out of the ground for maybe a week tops.
Well, it held on pretty good.
If it had been healed in with dirt and watered on a regular basis, it would have survived. But it was abused, it was stuck outside, it froze,
Oh, yeah.
it wasn't taken care of.
I wanna say Joel's Tree Farm thing says like, if you're gonna do the live ones, get it like right before.
Oh, well, that's where he donated this one.
Mhm.
And he said, just make sure it's kept watered, which I don't know whether it was while it was uptown or not. I know it was when we first put it up.
So where was it, like in
It
the?
was right outside the post office, by the bench,
Oh, okay.
by the flagpole.
So it was kind of centrally located right there. And then it was supposed to have been taken out and planted. And that got put off, that got put off, that got put off. I told him right off the bat, shh.
Okay,
What's in the?
Hear me out. We are the park board, we're not the bench in front of the post office board, so why are we doing anything with the tree in front of the post? That sounds like a town board thing to me. We need to have our own tree that we decorate at the park.
Because people don't allow to see that.
Well, then
We
maybe
turned it
we
into,
need
we
to.
turned it into an event with, like Amanda had.
A tree lighting with
We
the
had a
hot chocolate.
hot chocolate station in the barber shop and kind of tried to make a little thing. Hope by then, we should have a pizza shop going at the time, where we can make it like a little.
So then I think
Yeah.
this needs to be something discussed at a town board meeting, and town board people need to get involved, because this is too big of a thing for the three of us to maintain on our own, obviously, because last year's died.
Yeah, it died.
Yeah.
Well, that's
so-
why I was all for not trying a live tree.
Yeah,
And going with
that's what I
artificial.
would do. I would just do an artificial tree, and then I'd love to plant an actual evergreen tree at the park and encourage people to do the park tree or
Yes.
something like that.
Yes, and in a lot of parks, people will come out and they'll decorate certain parts of the park, and stuff, but you also have an increase in when that happens, and people have donation buckets and people drive down.
You have vandalism and all those things that happen when you have stuff like that.
Yeah, I wanted to get Santa, like,
Do we not
So
still
when
do
you're-
pictures with Santa in town?
yeah, but they do it, the fire department does it, with the breakfast with Santa.
All of this stuff feels like it should be done at the same time.
See, that's what I would like to see, like a whole town little
Like
village
a
festival.
advanced Yuletide event where all the Christmas stuff is done out.
And that's what we were hoping to happen last year, it just didn't quite happen. We had our part, we did our part,
That's the problem, is all the weeds did their part and nobody got together.
Yeah, so when we talk about like 250th thing and the Christmas thing, it just seems like something that like, if the board wants to be able to do these things for the town, they need to do it with us, it can't just. be
Well, they
for us.
are, Jim just gave us the privilege of picking out the date,
Okay,
yeah.
So,
It's not gonna just.
so that I could do it the same time that they do their Christmas thing, the same day. Just have like if it starts out with breakfast with Santa,
The thing is, that they're morning and night.
yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying. If it's like starts out with breakfast with Santa, what is some afternoon Christmassy kind of type stuff we do, and then come back the same night for the tree lighting? You know, like if it's all on the same day.
You could light it, you could decorate it and light it in the afternoon.
Yeah, like encourage the kids, come help decorate
Yeah.
yourself or something.
And not wait till dark.
That's-
Yeah,
I don't think that's fun, no.
Oh, what?
but the problem is, if you're talking at Christmas, dark is 10,
Earlier, yeah.
or no, not 10.
Dark is
Early
7:30.
6.
I forget what time.
It's gonna be 5 o'clock.
It'll
Sun
probably
goes
be
down.
like 5 o'clock when the sun goes down at that time of year, wouldn't it? Not
I
10, 5.
remember,
My brain.
we did it.
All right, this was a start thinking about, this wasn't solve the world hunger problem, so you guys can,
So we just need to figure out what day they're doing breakfast with Santa and go from there. So when,
And why would it have to be, you hate to do breakfast with Santa? Like,
I thought it went until like noon or something like that. I didn't think it was like all for
we could
Santa.
go at like till 2, and then we could show like a Christmas movie, and then go into the tree lighting.
Some Christmas crafts for kids to do. You and I will get together and discuss this. I have ideas.
get the wham lady involved,
Oh, yeah.
make it a wham event.
Well, the thing is, they only meet once a week, so it's tough to.
I
They
have her,
can make a special thing on the.
I have her phone number. I'll get a hold of her and see
She
if
would
she
be
wants to
more
pitch in
than,
with us.
she would wanna do that.
All right.
All right, and as you can see, no one has requested to speak because no one is here.
Not even that guy over there.
Yeah, we did it at 6 last year. On December 13th.
Yeah, but it was dark at 6 o'clock,
Yeah.
so we could have done.
The whole thing started at 6, we plugged it in at 7. So we could have started, but,
Oh, yeah, we
Part
can
of
push it
that-
back.
and that was on a Friday. And the reason we did that was so people could get home from work.
And they had Santa's mailbox there and.
But if we're doing it on a Saturday, then we don't have to worry about when people get home from work.
I wonder where Santa's mailbox is.
Don't know. They might be in the police department for all we know. Or that, because that's where they put the town stuff. That was done by the town, that wasn't done by the park.
It most certainly was not. It was the park. It was bought through an auction, and then the park bought, when we had 4 kids that were letters to Santa, so we decided to buy gifts for all 4. So it's totally the park.
And you have to remember that we have half as much as money as we did before.
Yeah, this is still gonna happen this year. We don't necessarily have to buy gifts for the kids that do it, because hopefully we'll have lots of kids this year.
And those are the kind of things you get sponsors for. You go beat up Walmart and you tell them you need a kid's bike and some presents for girls and, you know, you get a horn for Tommy.
We get like $10 gifts for 4 kids last year, not bicycles, that's an Easter thing. We never got the caroling, we did have music, and we had fellowship, and we had cocoa, but I would really like to get carolers.
Fellowship?
Fellowship, yeah, just gathering,
No.
fellowship, not like religious fellowship, just fellowship.
Just don't want to step on any toes
Yes.
since we're a government thing.
Yes. Just fellowship.
All right, are we redone, I have.
We have
homemade mac
to,
and
we have to
cheese.
actually vote to close.
Oh, okay.
I need a motion to close the meeting.
I make a motion for the meeting.
I second.
All in favor?
I,
I gotta get home before they all eat that mac and cheese.
When you get home, there may not be any mac.
I know. They said, oh, can you please make homemade mac and cheese? And I was like, I don't know how much time I have. Throwing it all together as quick as I could, throwing it in so I could get it out. Honestly, hopefully somebody remembered to take it out.